everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Delicious Vegging. My name is Anna. We are here, have a 10 or 13 hour plane ride to Paris. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up, be sure to turn on notifications, upload every Wednesday, Saturday, and let's head out to Paris. We made it! There's a slight delay boarding and offboarding the plane, and we had reservations at 1:30, which we had less than an hour and a half to make, and it was a 40-minute drive from the airport to the hotel. Luckily, we made it with 13 minutes to spare, and we checked out this museum. I'll have the places listed in the text below because if I try to attempt pronouncing it, you all might make fun of me. And afterwards, we checked out this famous bridge where they actually filmed some Sex in the City scenes there. So if you are a fan, I would definitely check it out. And then also there was this beautiful garden. Luckily, it was located near our hotel. We're officially in Paris. We're back at the hotel right now. I'll do a tour in just a second, but I want to update you all on the crazy day so far. So first, our flight got delayed, which we had a reservation at the Louvre Museum, I'm probably saying it wrong, at 1:30, and we were supposed to get here at 10:30, but ended up getting here like around 11:50-ish. And then when it was time to go to sleep, I was about to like fall asleep too, and then I hear like yelling and screaming. I'm like, what's going on? So I turn around. I still don't know what happened exactly, but this lady was like yelling at someone in her row or someone she was like sitting next to, and all the flight attendants were telling her like to keep it down because people are trying to sleep. And then they had her like switch seats with somebody, and then when we landed, they needed the police to come on to see like what to do with her. So must have been pretty severe to have like the police come on board, so that just delayed us even further. And then finally we got out, and we actually got lost in the airport because we were just like following the signs. This one guy was like, no, go that way, go that way. So we're like, okay. And it was actually to get in line like through TSA again, like to go like to another plane, like a transfer. And I was like, oh no, this is not us. And then finally customs was like super quick. We found like the Costco driver, and then we checked into our hotel, and it was 1 o'clock, and our reservation was at 1:30. Took 17 minutes to walk, so I told her like, you know what, we'll just get the keys, we're gonna book it. Luckily we made it in time. And then after the museum, we were lost getting out. I had to ask someone for directions because it'll say exit and then like we go in a circle. So I swear we spent more time like trying to get out than actually at the museum. And then afterwards we got macaroons, and we actually did everything like pretty quickly. Everything's like within walking distance. So we're ahead of schedule for today, which I honestly thought today was going to be a little bit crammed, and with the delay I really thought I was gonna like put things behind. So now we're just resting at the hotel. We're gonna go to another attraction and then get dinner, and then we got tickets for the Seine river cruise, and I will take you along with us. And let me show you the hotel room now. So here's the entrance, and then right away have a view of the hotel's garden, which is very nice. And right away I found this pretty interesting. So we have the toilet, but on the other side we have the sink and the shower. And then in here we have a linen closet. Then we have a little hallway with just some like extra things such as like pillows, slippers, and like the safe. And then here we have a little closet. We have the bed, little sofa, TV, have Ernie, little coffee station. Came with free potato chips and chocolates and a bottle of water, which I've been downing water like crazy because we've been walking everywhere. And then the restroom, which I thought was really cool. They had like a little vanity set and then some soap, and then they have some full-size toiletries, which is awesome, even though I packed some. But really excited to shower tonight because we've been walking everywhere. If places were too far to walk, we would take the metro. You can request an Uber, but sometimes there isn't a driver available, so we just took the metro. It was fine. And we went to go visit the Arc. Included in our Paris City Pass, we were able to climb it, which was awesome. However, oh my goodness, I was so out of breath, and this just kept going and going, and I had to take a few breaks here and there, but the view was absolutely stunning. You can see the Eiffel Tower, and nearby we went to this restaurant called Luca's. And also, just a heads up, we ordered water and it was $10, so they do charge for water. Honestly, it's cheaper to get like beer or wine. I am not joking. So I just brought my own water from then on out. And then we saw the Notre Dame before our Seine River cruise, which is also included in the Paris City Pass. So you don't have to reserve a time slot. You just want to show up at least half an hour before to get in line. It was really cool because we caught the 8:31, I believe, and we got to see the Eiffel Tower light up at night. And then we saw it like sparkling. So that was just amazing to end our first night in Paris. We just got back from the Seine River cruise and we saw that our bed was made again. Also, it looks like they have night housekeeping. There's some little treats for us, a pillow menu, so I thought that was pretty cool. And they left some more water for us. I am so glad to be back at the hotel. I desperately need a shower, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to the Eiffel Tower, so I will talk to you all then. Good morning, everyone. It is day 2. We're about to head downstairs for some breakfast. Honestly, book through Costco. I'm not sponsored in any way, but you do get a lot of perks. So they have like real champagne downstairs. Honestly, if it wasn't booking through Costco, we wouldn't have been able to afford this trip, and we're saving money by eating breakfast here every day. And it's a full spread. Like almost every single review here talks about the breakfast, so I'm super excited. And today we're gonna head out to the Eiffel Tower, which I'm super excited about. It's like the one thing I want to do in Paris. And then afterwards we're just gonna check out some other areas around there and then see what else we can fit in today. So let's head down to breakfast. And this was across from the Eiffel Tower. Honestly, I would recommend going here and get some amazing photos. And this was us in line for the Eiffel Tower. We were in the tour. And as I'm zooming in, you can see the people climbing the stairs. Between the Eiffel Tower and the Arc, I've done my fair share of stair climbing, and I was in my Skechers wedges, and surprisingly, like, my feet did not hurt. I was just like out of breath. And then here's another view of the Eiffel Tower. We did pay extra to go to the summit, which is the very top, and they have a little champagne bar there, so we did a nice champagne toast, which is honestly probably like my favorite memory from the trip. Is just a very nice experience. Even though the top was very crowded, my favorite floor was the first floor because that's where they had the food and drinks. So we decided to get some gelato. I got strawberry and chocolate. Ernie just got strawberry. And then afterwards we headed out to the Nike store so Ernie could check out their merchandise. One of the metro stations had a little cookie stand, so I picked some up before dinner time, and I was so excited to eat because I did a lot of cardio and stair climbing today. We're back at the hotel for the night, so for today's agenda, I got the Go City Pass. So we took the hop-on, hop-off bus tour just to have free transportation to the Eiffel Tower. Actually, we went to Trocadero. It's like right across from the Eiffel Tower though, so sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Anywho, since I was included in the Go City Pass, we just decided to take that, even though it just kind of went around places we already went to. So we stayed on transportation there. And we stopped at the Trocadero again, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And it had like an amazing view of the Eiffel Tower. I would highly recommend it. And then from there, we just went to our Eiffel Tower tour, which is also included in the Go City Pass, because again, this trip was booked super last minute and I was not able to get the Eiffel Tower tickets on their website. If you are booking it ahead of time, I would recommend purchasing it there because it's way cheaper. And Go City, like basically the Go City Pass, you could do like all the attractions if your agenda allows it. So you can do as much as possible. It's just like a flat rate. Charge is based on like how many days you want it for. So we got the 4-day pass. I think it came to $200 or $400. I'll have to ask Ernie. I could do a separate video on like any like tips and tricks that we learned out here, just like how to save money. Let me know if you want a separate video. I can go on and on about that. The Eiffel Tower tour took 4 hours. We did go to the top of the summit and we enjoyed a champagne toast there, which was very nice, a very like special moment. But oh my goodness, the stairs. That was no joke. I'm the type of person, like I'll just like, oh, I'll walk there, I'll take public transportation, like anything to save money if it's reasonable. But for that, I would pay like for the elevator to go up and down. And it actually costs to go up, but it doesn't cost to go down. So luckily we're able to take the elevator down. And then we were supposed to go to the Garden of Versailles tomorrow, but there's an extra fee included with our Go City Pass because there's like some type of like concert or like an event there. And the only times I had was 1 p.m. So it's a 45-minute train ride. And I was thinking, okay, we probably need to leave here around 11. And it just kind of didn't make sense. It would take up our whole day. It just didn't make sense because I was like, okay, we might spend like 4 or 5 hours out there. By the time we get back, I want to check out the Latin quarters, and then after that, some Sex and the City spots when they did the Paris episode. So it just didn't make sense to waste like a whole day on that. So instead, we're gonna go to the Pantheon, a bakery, Napoleon's tomb, which is all included in the Go City Pass, so we don't need a reservation for that necessarily. And then also in the Go City Pass, I sound like I'm sponsored, but I'm definitely not. There's like some free like wine tasting, like beer tasting, so I might do like some of those like free like food items because we honestly have not been eating that much. We've just been like walking everywhere. So yeah, I'll be like pretty chill tomorrow, and then we're gonna head out to Latin quarters, check out some bars, the Sex and the City spots, and then the next day probably just have breakfast here, maybe check out a place or two, and then we have to take the Eurorail to London. So I will see you all tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. It's our last full day here, and then tomorrow we pretty much just have a few hours in the morning before we have to catch our train to London. So we're gonna have a pretty packed day today, but a lot of fun stuff we're doing, kind of more eating and drinking. Whereas the other days we're just like walking and traveling to as many attractions as possible. So I'm really excited for today. We're gonna head downstairs for breakfast, and then look how cute how this little Miss Dior perfume is. I got it for a birthday freebie at Sephora. Absolutely love it. I'm just gonna put it in my purse because we're gonna be doing a lot of walking and I just like refreshing during the day. So let's head down to breakfast. So you do need to purchase a ticket to ride the metro system. So I just wanted to show you all how to do so, and you can select an option for English and you just want to slide it through. Pretty easy, and it's about $3 to take the metro transportation. This bakery was so cute and very affordable, and the pastries were absolutely delicious. Also, it's a very short walk to the Pantheon and the Latin quarters. We successfully ordered in French. We got a baguette and then a pain de chocolate and butter croissant. So for all three pastries, it's under €4, so pretty good and pretty affordable. From the bakery, it's about a 10-minute walk to the Pantheon, which is included in our Paris City Pass. So we just decided to enjoy our treats outside before we entered, and you don't need to reserve a time slot to enter the Pantheon. There isn't too much to explore in the Pantheon, so I would say reserve about a good 20 to 30 minutes. It's very beautiful on the inside and especially on the outside, and the Latin quarters is a short walk, and we stumbled across this gelato place, which ended up being my favorite place to go to. It's a chain gelato place out there. I ended up getting the tiramisu gelato with the tiramisu macaroon. It was delicious, and from there we just took an Uber for time's sake, and we went to the Army Museum, which was also included in our Paris City Pass. It was actually pretty empty that day, which was nice, and it's just a short walk to Napoleon's tomb as well, which you just need to show your Paris Museum Pass, which is included in the Paris City Pass. There's a lot to explore here, a lot of different rooms to access, so if you want to cover everything and read everything in depth, you can spend a few hours here. I would say Ernie and I spent close to 2 hours. There is a separate entrance to access Napoleon's tomb, and you need to scan your Paris Museum Pass, but it was really cool to check out. Also, they do have free restrooms here, and I say that because sometimes you do need to pay to use a restroom in Paris, so just use it while you can. And they did have a little cafe here that we stopped for a quick bite to eat and just to grab something before we headed out to our next stop. This metro stop felt like a little museum. There was a lot of sculptures around and artwork, so I thought it was pretty cool, felt very fancy. And after this, we headed out to our wine tasting that was included in our Paris City Pass. You do need to reserve a day and time though. And at the end, one of the bottle of wines was only 16 euros and everything else was about like 20 to 30. So I thought that was a pretty affordable price. Before we got here, I tried learning some French on Duolingo and through Google Translate some common phrases, and because at first I want to attempt it before I asked if they spoke English, just to kind of like challenge myself and be respectful. So when I was actually practicing trying to pronounce it, a lot of people were not understanding me, so my pronunciation wasn't the best. So they would go, huh? Or I'm sorry, and some of them asked, do you speak English? They were unsure, so I was like, okay, that was a major fail. And then the other night, they actually spoke Spanish, so we thought, okay, that was pretty interesting. And then after that, Ernie asked if like they spoke Spanish, and a lot of them do out here, which I thought was like pretty interesting. So we'll attempt Spanish over English. And then today, I didn't know how to get to Napoleon's tomb, so I typed it on Google Translate, and I just couldn't pronounce it. I knew it was gonna come out wrong, so I showed one of the employees, and he tried explaining like through hand gestures and like talking in French and just kind of like motioning where to go. And then Ernie asked if he spoke Spanish, and he did, and he actually like walked us out. Everyone's actually pretty nice out here. Like, I'm really glad that everyone's just so nice, informative, and helpful. And then also, we've been mistaken for French, so people will come up to us like speaking in French, like asking like how to get to a place or like directions, or we're like, oh, you know, we don't speak French, sorry. And then the other day, it was like these group of teenagers, and they bumped into Ernie, and they didn't know how to say sorry because they thought we spoke French. They're like, oh, I really need to learn how to say sorry in French. Like, I just bumped into him, but we understood. And then today at the train station, this guy goes, Monsieur, Monsieur. I'm probably saying that wrong, but she needed help like getting the stroller down these stairs. So that was pretty cool. We kind of blend in here. Some do speak Spanish though, and like French and English. A lot of them speak English too, but I at least want to attempt the language first. So I'll try French, then Spanish, and then English. If you're a fan of the show Sex and the City, they actually filmed the last 2 episodes of the series in Paris. So I researched some filming locations to check out, and luckily they were all within a 3-minute walking distance of each other. So we actually got to check out quite a bit. I'm so sorry I don't have the name of this restaurant. We just went in there on a whim, and we each ordered the basil pesto pasta. It is our last morning here in Paris. Our train does leave at 1, so we're just gonna go downstairs, grab some breakfast, and just chill in the hotel until then. So I will see you all in London. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'll see you all in London. Bye, everyone.